perfect opportunity for us to continue to grasp each other and educate each other and live for each other with peace on each other, especially on Black.
Okay, and y'all are also tapped into episode 2 of the SADITTY Scene. Yeah, turn that up too. And make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So, we have a SADITTY sister here with us named Miss ELA Lee. Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself, Miss Eva. Tell us what you about, who we celebrating, what's good.
Yes, Miss ELA Lee, I'm very SADITTY, very, very, very.
And real pretty, yeah.
Sitting very pretty. I'm just a real fun-loving, outgoing person. Glad to be here, glad to be a part of this. Me and you've had plenty of conversations, and I'm so glad that you invited me here.
And yes.
I'm excited to talk about our topic tonight, that's for sure. That could probably show more of me than I could explain.
Honestly, it'd be like that. Like, it's a little bit awkward to just get on the camera and just be like, okay, boom, go. What's good? 10-second interview.
Yeah, I ain't got that.
But it's okay. If y'all stay tapped into this episode, y'all will know she be spitting fast. She's definitely real. And everybody that be on here, you know, everybody that be on here, I really do respect. I will say that much. I will say that much. Everybody got their own thing going on, and I will say Bobby is a real SADITTY little bitty. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. Today's topic, we're still talking about relationships because this whole season is going to be based off of relationships. But understand, and everybody should know by now, you have a different relationship with every single person in your life. You have a relationship with your mom, your dad, your friends, your family, your man, your dog, your kids, your brother, your sister. And sometimes, like, your relationship with your man and your kids could look a little similar. They could look different. Same thing with every single person. That's why it comes down to the fact of the energy and what, you know, how you're making somebody feel every single day. And I will stick to and stand on that all the time. Make sure that you guys are spreading positivity and, you know, being real. But with that being said, I do have a little video that we're going to react to. We're going to get into it. And it's real interesting. Like, I could see where sis was coming from, but it had me scratching my head a little bit too. Like, okay, you pushing lines. But y'all, I hope the SADITTY committee, the whole SADITTY committee, because, you know, everybody that's watching it tuned in right now, later, in the future, because time don't even exist for real. It's like, no, let me stop. In the future, if you're watching this, y'all are part of the gang if you want to be. Okay. So sit right tight and tapped into this video. Let's get it. I'm excited.
Me too.
I hate how traumatized my past female friendships have left me. Like, fuck you bitches for real, because you bitches took something away from me that I deeply crave, and that is a genuine sister bond. Like, and I don't think I'll ever get that. Not because I feel like there aren't genuine women out there, but just because, bitch, I'm traumatized. Like, I cannot find confided in myself to let another woman get to know me genuinely because I've just been done so dirty in the past when all I've ever been was genuine. I ain't never had no bad intentions with none of the women I've ever met in my life, yet I've always been done dirty. And it really sucks because I love women. Like, I'm a girl's girl. I crave just a community with other women. But now, due to trifling, grimy ass bitches in the past, I've developed this trauma response where I can have a good time with you. We could kiki, turn up, go to brunch, we could text a little bit. And then I'm going to ghost you. I'm going to go back to my life, and you can't come back to my life with me. And I hate that for myself. And it doesn't help that I'm very comfortable in my solitude. I'm very comfortable being alone. And it just sucks because I'm forever craving something that I'm not allowing myself to have. And it's just like, damn, like, why are you grimy ass bitches out here fucking over women who are just so genuine and want nothing for the best for y'all? Like, why are y'all doing that? Why are y'all like that? I don't know. But you bitches can go to hell. And you know what? I'm not going to give up hope. I know there's women out there that are just as real and genuine as me. I just don't know if I want to go through all these grimy bitches to get to y'all. I know there's women out there that are just as real and genuine as
Oh, shit. My bad, y'all. I'm low-key slacking on that. Anyways, I just had to, like, really make sure I could get into what she was saying because I low-key... I understood. Okay, I heard you, sis. You spoke your little word or whatever. But it did get a bit strange to me. Like, what do you mean you crave? Like, I don't know. Like, is that, like, was it weird to you? Her verbiage on that? She kept emphasizing, like, okay, you want to have a good relationship with other women. I personally strive to. Like, it's good to just feel good vibes from other women. You know, people that are like-minded and doing things or just women, period. But the craving, I don't know, it was just a little bit off to me.
Well, I mean, everybody's craving is different. So even though you don't understand it, it's understandable to me because I don't have a sisterly bond. I don't have a real sister. So, like, to have that bond is something that's nice, but you have to be aware of the bonds that you're creating. If you're constantly looking up and you're constantly running into the same kind of people and you're constantly having the same kind of issues, I don't necessarily think that the issue is within the people. I think the issue is within yourself because why are you steady allowing the same type of people to do the same type of thing when it's the same type of people?
Right. That makes
like,
sense.
It's not, like... robotic science, it's easy.
Bro.
But because people are kind of loyal to a fault, because you instill all this loyalty into all these different people when your loyalty needs to be instilled into the person the way that the person can receive and the way the person can be loyal to you.
And period. Okay, wait, let me stop you right there. Because the way, and the reason why it made me uncomfortable, because, I don't know, I'm pretty sure everybody, y'all know out here, these, like, your friends will try to act like your man. Like, I've had a couple friends that swear they was my man. I'm like, dang, what bill did you pay this month, Booski? Like, no, please cut it out. But yeah, it's like what you said about being able to receive exactly where, you know, where boundaries are. Like, okay,
Ding, ding,
girl,
ding.
when I have time, when you know my schedule, if you know my schedule, because if you hit me up every single day talking about what you're doing, my actual little sister does that. It's like, girl, you're my real little sister. You know what my schedule is. You irritate me with that. But it's like, don't be, you know, blowing up my line. If you know, okay, she's free on weekends, I'll hit her up, see if she wants to come hang out. That's a boundary, like, I can accept. But don't be like...
Have you made that clear to these people that do that?
I mean, I don't have friends. I was gonna ask you, like, how many friends do you even have? I have like.
I mean,
three
I
friends.
do have
I have like 3
a
friends.
circle.
Maybe
I do have a
3
pie. You know what I mean? Everybody got a
You
little
can
piece, you know what I mean? But it ain't a lot of people. But you have to be aware of what you want, and you have to be aware of what you can handle, and you have to be aware of what people give you to handle, because people are going to truly be themselves. Some people, your friend is probably really like that, and she might not necessarily be saying, like, what are you doing knowing that you're at, you know, your job? She's like, what are you doing at your job? Like, are you doing, you know, I don't know, but to give room,
But
you know?
no.
But you have to think different people have different mindsets. So you can't just automatically think that this person's gonna behave you. Like I said, if you're not making it clear to people that this is a boundary and you're expecting them to have a boundary with you that's not clear, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it
Because
makes sense.
you have to open your mouth and you have to be clear of what you want, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, no matter what, like you said, the relationships are all different, but it's still the same boundaries in the person is different boundary, but it's a boundary, if that makes sense. So you have to be aware of what you're doing, what you want, but it takes a lot of time to get there. Because the younger that you are, you want things, so you kind of see past people more because you crave it so much, and then maybe not for you, not a sisterly bond, but whatever you're craving out of people that you're craving. Because everybody is different.
Right.
So when you say that it makes you uncomfortable, what about it is so uncomfortable? That's what I mean,
it's
need to
like,
know.
because you have to, I don't know, you have to, like she was saying, you have to get to know people. You have to just, it'd be a lot. And it's a lot that I do understand what she was saying. I don't really want to get personal with people. Like, I know I have a lot of just positivity and stuff that I can spread just through a conversation, and that's quick and that's easy. A compliment, I could like your video, I could do whatever. Like, that's cool, and those are things that I'm willing to do, and I think that's where, like, girls also do too much, because it's like, just because I'm doing that thing does not mean we're actual friends. We interact on social media. We're social media acquaintances. So it's like, if, you know, she's expecting some type of, I don't know, whatever from me, and I haven't really put myself in that space to even feel like I need to set a boundary, it'd be strange, like, when little strange stuff happens. I feel like that's where so much drama lies at, because people, you know, what you were saying, don't set them boundaries, but...
Well, when things are strange as well, it's because you cannot expect people to automatically understand what you're thinking and where you're coming from. Unless you have said it. And even then, some folks is crazy. They ain't gonna understand nothing. But you, like, how do I say this?
Okay, but do you think, like, there's some automatic boundaries?
No.
Like, wait, yes, bro. I feel like if you spend enough time, because like you were saying, your circle is small. My circle is small for a reason. I don't really have, the way that I like to put my energy into people, I don't have enough of that to put that into a whole bunch of people. So those people, I would expect that they take enough time to see what I have going on and understand, like, okay, let me put myself in her shoes. Maybe she's going to be busy right now. Maybe this, and that. Every single day she does the same thing. So, yeah, we might have a conversation like, how are you feeling right now? What are you doing right now? And, like, there's a time and a place for that. But I feel like also there's vibes. You can tell if it's annoying, or you can tell, like, when the questions fit, or when you're just asking somebody a question because you just want to carry on this social media ass conversation. Like, bro, it's over. There's nothing left. The chat is dry. It's deserted.
Well, I always gotta be devil's advocate. Some people really and truly honestly live their life through social media. So that love that you're giving, it's sad, but it's true. And that love that you're giving them for that time that you're giving them, you don't know who you are to people.
Sorry, my bad. My girl, our girl Yana, she hopped in the chat.
How you
What's
doing,
good,
Yana?
my love? I don't know if you're still in here, but I definitely just read your comment. Speaking of, make sure y'all do stay active in the comments, because I'll be reading y'all's comments and we can have a whole conversation. There's also a hotline y'all could dial in, join the conversation, talk to us. You know, give us your opinion, because I really do want to hear everybody's pretty perspectives, period. Okay. Hi, Bobby. Who's Cultures? I don't know who that is, but hello to you. You seem like you know us.
Hello, Cultures. How y'all doing?
We miss y'all too. Anyway, let's carry on. My bad, because I low-key.
I kind of forgot what I
me
was
too.
low-key saying. But I think it was along the lines of... Oh, and then...
Okay,
you're saying... How do you want a relationship to be strong if you're not willing to build it?
I mean, I'm willing to build it with...
Because you don't want a weak relationships, right? You're not having these relationships. You just said that.
Right.
But you're also not doing things to build strong relationships. And for whatever reason, the younger that the generations are getting, everybody's so okay with being alone. Like, let's be honest. How many times do we really see stories of people being raised in...
People do not be okay with being alone. social media glorifies being alone and being independent and being like able to do it by yourself. But God would not have created all of these people on this earth if we were supposed to be alone and isolated looking at our phones.
No, but even you just said that you don't want all these relationships. You'd rather keep it
I didn't
small.
even say that. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I pick and select who I'm, like, everybody does. Like, they pick and choose, you know, like, your team, like, who you really want to, like, really want to ride for. And that's why you have to choose. And that's why it's to an extent with every single person. Because I'm not going to be, like, willing to put my life on the line for you. Like, for example, I'm going to use my little sister as an example. She swears she want to be top op. And the thing is, like, that's your little sister. So she's over here, like, doing this and that, fighting, whoop, 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 all this stuff. And you're like, dang, like, she said what to you, sis? Wait, she did what? Like, she, huh? But it's like, okay, little sister, what did you do to her? Okay, let's get that side of the story. So it's really hard. But with that being said, you do not want a whole bunch of people that's not related to you. Because it's like, that's my little sister. I'm willing to deal with it. But other people, like friends, like girls just out here, like in the world, no. I'm not about to say, like, I can genuinely call you my friend, put you in my circle, and say I'm a ride for you because you act or do whatever things that I just don't, you know, can't really vibe with. Like, I don't feel like I can handle in my life. And I feel like everybody should have that opportunity to say, like, I just don't feel like me and you as a friend would even work because we're just not.
I mean,
no.
that's a good thing to say because a lot of people don't know when to let go of relationships, so I do agree with that. But at the same time, when you're having relationships, like, with your sister and stuff like that, that's a completely different kind of bond. When you're building these bonds, if you're getting people that constantly add to your life, that constantly add to your life, that constantly make things better, that constantly come through, you are going to want those people around. You are going to want those people to constantly be in your life, and it doesn't matter if it's more of them, and the more that it becomes, I mean, the more of them that you get, the more better you feel in life, and the more people that you want around, and the more that you can be a better person in life. Does that make sense?
I heard you. And somebody in the comments, they said, what is y'all's definition of friendship?
Now, that's the big one.
That is a huge one.
That's a very good, very good question. Because that goes back to what you were saying earlier, all these people giving you this energy because you have great energy.
Thank you.
So when you go around giving everybody that good energy, yes, they think you're their friend. Yes, they want to be around you. Yes, they want to suck up your energy like a vampire. So you have to be aware of what you are as well. Because that is a real thing, my friends.
Ooh, I feel like, honestly, though, in a friendship, you should be able to pour into your friend and your friend pours into you.
That is a real friend, not just a friend.
And then, honestly, and it doesn't have to always be equally. Like, yes, you should strive for balance and for it to, you know, be mutual compatible. But sometimes your friend is going to be down bad, and she's not always going to be able to pick up that load in, like, y'all's friendship. So you might have to reach out to her a little bit extra. You might have to be like, hey, friend, like, you good? Like, even if you don't want to hang out, I'm going to still invite you out. But if you don't want to go, I understand, you know? I feel like just really being able to be there for somebody, genuinely want to see them win. Like, y'all should have somewhat similar visions and in different ways and things that you guys can learn from each other, being able to learn from each other. And then not have no secret, no weird animosity.
Honestly, the animosity nowadays, it's not secret anymore. It's very direct. It's very direct. I mean, people will literally go out to eat with somebody they can't stand.
Facts.
They will go out shopping with them. They will stay on the phone with them. They will make sure that they know every single one of their posts.
It's like, bro,
I personally, honestly, I don't get to the point to where I don't like you. I've been past that stage for a long time. I've got to the point to where I don't care who you are. I am a lover of God, but I will sit down with a Satanist because, baby, I love some Marilyn Manson, okay? We're going to find something to get along. Especially if I have to be in a room with you for 8+ hours a day and I have to feel your energy. What we're not going to have is bad energy. We are going to get along.
But what I could do is call invisible energy. Like, if I feel your energy, and I don't want it around me, I'm gonna isolate. I'm gonna detach. Like I don't wanna get along. Like, because the way that I think, I feel like people can rub their energy off on you and you can accept it subconsciously. The more times that you put yourself in a predicament to be around somebody, the more chances they have to, like, mess up your day, do something weird to you, do something, like, completely absurd. Like, you know.
But even though they may be doing those things, they also have now helped you grow in those situations, because every time they do something, that's a chance for you to grow. That's a chance for you to mature.
I know. Dead.
Well, you know,
Look,
that's what we have to get through.
Bro, think about it. There really be women out here that poison their husbands for life insurance policies. This one dude, I have a whole client. He's over here telling me, like, yeah, my wife, I found out she was poisoning me. You know, I had a $25,000 life insurance policy. I'm like,
oh, she thought he was worth 25. That's it.
That's what he said.
That's a hard pill to swallow. 25,000. You're gonna knock me off for just that?
Think about it. For whatever reason, he was in a predicament to where that was the situation, and it's like,
I don't think that she just jumped up and decided to poison the man. I think that he wasn't looking at who he had married, and that's a very hard pill to swallow.
Exactly. For whatever reason, he married her.
Because people love and don't realize that sometimes it's not love, it's lust. Because lust will make you do crazier things than love, because love is something that you just do, versus a lust, that's something that you really want. That's something that you truly desire. And people don't realize that you can lust towards relationships. You can lust towards your friendship, because lust is not just a sexual desire. It's literally a powerful, strong desire.
Right.
And that's what she was describing.
Right.
So that's why she's running into a lot of different issues, because she's lusting towards it.
Lusting
she's
towards
not
your female friends, like, baby.
It's not wrong for her to want that, but when it becomes a lust, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter if it's a lust for money. It doesn't matter if it's a lust for person. It's an issue, because it's not love. It's lust.
Mm-hmm.
But people ain't ready for that.
You gotta tell them.
They're not ready. Y'all not ready for that. Sorry.
They're not ready for that?
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me check these comments real quick. Do y'all have life insurance? Yes. Please do invest in a life insurance policy, an index life insurance account. You can compound your money at a high rate. Y'all know there's inflation, and it goes up about 3% every year. Anyways, don't get me started.
She's going places, people. Don't get it twisted. I have told her since day one.
I have some little questions that I was trying to ask you.
Places.
Like, I be so deep into it, I don't even be able to. Oh, let me ask you. What was your worst friendship heartbreak?
When my mother died, I lost 2 friends.
Damn, you didn't have to hit me like that.
You asked me. Yeah, I gotta be real. Like, when my mother died, that was very real, because people don't know what grievance is until they go through that. And until you lose a mother, you do not understand that. And then some people don't care about their mom. So they can lose their mom and they still don't understand what you're going through, because they lack the empathy, because they have the sympathy. Oh, they feel bad for you, but they don't have the empathy. They can't feel what you feel.
Right.
So they can only do so much.
Okay.
And like when I had lost them, I felt very betrayed, because I had done so much for both of them. Like, literally the most. Like, I was their man the most. You know what I mean? Like, one of my friends got into some stuff. I had to move her whole entire house while she was stuck in a place. I'm talking about, this is a friendship. Like, what kind of friends you got that's going to move all your house to make sure that you get your stuff to the next house and move the truck and you ain't nowhere around?
Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Yeah. What kind of friends is that?
You ain't nowhere around. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that.
That's what I mean by, like, friendships. Like, when you have friendships like that, when you have friendships like that, that's what you hold on to. But I had to also realize, like, those trauma bonds, you got to watch them. Because, see, you become friends with these people because you didn't have these traumatic events that you now identify each other with. Because, see, trauma is different. It identifies on, like, kind of a spiritual resonating level, because you understand differently through trauma. See, people can tell you about their trauma and you look at them and be like, whoa. You can see them act crazy every single day, but until they tell you about their literal trauma, then you're like, oh, I understand why you acting like that. But everybody's not going to open their mouth. Everybody's not going to tell you how they feel, because a lot of people don't even know how to talk. They just know how to talk at you. They don't know how to talk to you. But a lot of people don't understand that in itself. So communication is so difficult. So difficult.
And that's definitely something I did have to learn, like, for the longest. And I think, like you said, you run into different relationships and go through different things so you can learn different lessons. I did learn that I have to not talk at people. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to, like, start doing that. But it be, like, those most important conversations. Like, it be the conversations that I really value. Honestly, when it comes to little things that happen in the world, everyday conversations, like, as a cosmetologist, I'm not going to put all my energy into every conversation that I have with every single client. Like, if you want to be rude to me, you want to argue with me, okay, like, obviously, that's your little energy. You can stay in that. I'm going to do what I have to do and mind my business. But when it comes to those conversations with people that you love, like, you let them get into that boundary and you're vulnerable to them because, you know, you invested a lot into them, that's when I be turned up. I be like, okay, so now you're going to have to listen to me because, but no,
I've learned
I'm working
one thing that I've realized, and actually this year I realized, like, you have to be aware of who you can talk at and who you can talk to. That's the real thing. Because you shouldn't have to shut yourself down completely and not be able to talk at people. But you have to talk at the right people. Like, my best friend, Taylor, boy, when I say God made her for me, Taylor plays no games with me. Like, I am the person, like, when I get upset, I'm like, Taylor will literally be like, and just let me go. And she doesn't take anything personal. She doesn't even feel like, she knows that I'm venting. But that's the difference between knowing who you communicating to. Do they know how to communicate?
Like,
So you can still be your, exactly, like, I can tell her anything in the world. I can scream to the top of my lungs at her because she knows I'm not screaming at her. I'm venting and I'm so angry. You know what I mean? And so she gives me that clarity. She gives me that safe space. So you have to be aware of the people that give you that safe space to really be yourself because, like you said, you don't have time for it. But not only do you not have time for it, you can't do it. You cannot give everybody a piece of yourself. And when you're angry, you give people a lot of yourself.
Right.
Because
it takes a lot to hold that grudge and that.
Not even just the anger. Like, that's why you went to school me a whole year. Let me tell y'all something. School ain't for the weak, okay? School is not for the weak.
Ain't for the weak.
School ain't for the weak. I don't care who you are. And you ain't never seen me get into a nobody. Because energy is real.
Yes.
And, like, how you conduct yourself and how you react to things. You have to be aware of people that just want to get at you because they have nothing else to do. They have nothing else to do. They just want to get at you because guess what you have? Everything that they want. And it might not even be your image. That's another thing people get so twisted. Jealousy is not just somebody's image. It took a long time for me to realize that a lot of people are jealous of me because of my energy. Because energy is not created nor destroyed.
That part.
It is something that it is. You know what I mean? Like, energy is very real. So, like, you can't make somebody that's not like have a whole bunch of charisma. Yeah, you can make an actor be like that, but when that actor is done off that screen, he go back to himself. If he's not you know what I mean? Like, if they're not a charismatic person, they're not that person. A lot of people, energy can get you so much further than actual talent half the time. Because energy, and not even just that, energy is what keeps you. Your talent can get you in the door, but your energy is what keeps you on the floor. Right. Okay, what kind of things you doing? You making this better? You pushing this positivity? You pushing these people to do this?
What?
Okay. Now we gonna work with you. Now we want to do this. Now we want to do this. But a lot of people don't know how to conduct themselves because, like I said, it all starts with communication. And a lot of people are raised with negative communication. A lot of people are raised with broken homes. And it's okay to have all of that, but it's not okay to be an adult and not be able to get through it. Unless you have some type of mental illness or something. Then that's completely different.
But to reflect that onto other people and then the people that you claim to love. Like, don't be over here. And that's why I be trying to explain, like, to my sister, like, everyone's not your friend. Like, everybody is not your friend. And honestly, any friend that I have, I do treat them like my sisters. So I try to explain, like, these same principles, and the same principles I try to stand by, and the same principles that have kept me out of drama for how long? Because honestly, in my opinion, that's a flex. Like, do you know with my energy how many people have tried to beef with me? But how many people have actually beefed with me, though? Like, what beef was actually on the plate? None. There was no plate. There was none. I ate it. Like, no.
But see, you are a good deflector. You know, like you do know how to keep your energy positive and good, and that's a good thing. But you have to also know, like, every relationship that you have, sorry to be the one to break it to you, is not going to start on good terms. Some of the best relationships you'll ever have will start off of you beefing with somebody and you having an issue with something, and next thing you know, you've been friends for 40 years. Okay? So you have to be very aware of the situations that you're in and how to play them. Like, because sometimes this is the start of a beautiful thing, you know, and God works in mysterious ways. You be sitting up here looking crazy at this person be the person that opened this door and this door and this door and door, and you be sitting there looking like, that's why I got into it with you that day, baby. That's why we got into it, because you was supposed to be in my life. And see, when you get into it with somebody, they hit a different chord in you. See, you get into it with somebody, you'll think about them. You might think about them maybe once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, but you done thought about it more than when you got into it with them. I don't care who you are. You be sitting there like, that mother, I can't. But somebody that you met that was cool and everything, you may not think about them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry to be honest. You may not think of them like that. So you have to be aware of the energy that you give too, because you have to be aware of how you're reacting to things. Because a lot of times I've had to catch myself because people just having a bad day. And every time, you don't have to always check on people. And you can alleviate a lot of more problems. You sit up there and get into it with somebody because they having a bad day, and now y'all arguing instead of you. I tell people right then and there, I swear to God, I'll go into a drive-thru or something, they have an attitude, I'll be like, who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Me and you finna go get them right now. And every single time, then people be looking like, oh, I'm sorry, I know, baby, because we ain't never met. You don't know my name, and I don't know yours. So I know I didn't do it to you.
Some people will really have attitude with you back, though.
Oh, no. Like, even the people that have real, true attitude, they don't. What do you say to that?
You just laugh. I be laughing.
Literally. Even if they're sitting there trying to be salty.
Y'all. I know y'all be mad.
Yeah, even if they're trying to be salty.
I'll be mad when people laughing when I'm mad, but I'm going to laugh when some people mad.
Yeah, like.
Sometimes it just be like that, especially in the drive-thru, I'm going to laugh.
It just anywhere, you have to learn how to laugh anywhere, though, because you're protecting yourself, not the other person.
Facts.
Because you don't know where this situation can go. Oh, no, seriously, something this big. Oh, now you done looked up, you locked up, you talking to the judge, and you ain't even going to be able to talk to him because it is Friday, and you going to be locked up till Monday. Oh, them is real situations, baby. Them is real situations. You got to watch what you're doing out here. But this is all experience, you know what I mean?
Okay, wait. With that being said, let me ask you this, because this is a line. I've had this one friend, and we've been friends for a minute, and she knows, she's going to know. We're going to talk about this later. We're going to have to talk about this. But it has been something that I've been thinking about. So let's say you have a friend and you have this ex. And your friend, on multiple occasions, brings up your ex. Oh, look how she's swiveling in the chair. And she brings up your... And she'd be like, you be driving. And she'd be like, ooh, he's fine. Ooh, when did he get this fine?
Them is clear.
Hold on. I don't remember him being this fine. I remember when you brought him here, he was ugly. And I'd be like... What is happening? What the fuck?
So he was ugly when he was with you. Same person, right?
But when we break up,
yeah. Same person, same features, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Same person, same name.
Cool.
Same situation.
Cool.
Same person that taught me the experiences and lessons that I have and still remember, because it's lessons that I have forever.
Whew. But you learned.
He's fine as hell to her now. And I'm like, okay, sis, I'm gonna let you have that one.
You definitely gotta, you gotta know who's around you.
Give it to God.
It ain't even giving it to God. You gotta know who's around you. And when people are that clear, like, I personally ain't never seen nobody that my friends date. I don't care how fine they are. Once they start dating my family member or friend, that mother just became
but wait, but that's trifling though. What you just said is trifling as fuck because
Why?
How come? No, you wrong for that. Let's say you walking in the mall, you see this fine man, you like, ooh, dark skin with the dreads, and then boom, your cousin walk up. And she like, oh yeah, that's my dark skin with the dreads. Then you like, damn. He did not just become ugly because she walked up and said that shit. He is still the same dark skin with the dreads.
I didn't say that he
boundary.
Became, like, ugly, unattractive. I said he became ugly because now my cousin has her coochie juice on you. You are ugly
But that's different.
No. That's not.
Okay,
that's my point
now
of
there's
view.
a boundary that you set with.
But I'm saying I don't see you as attractive no more. Once I know that you are, I don't see you as attractive.
But he still has the same facial features.
Yeah, but just because you're pretty doesn't mean that you're beautiful.
Okay, but like attractive physically.
He's still attractive physically, but now he's no longer attractive.
But like, let's just say my friend is just saying he's attractive physically because she don't know his energy.
Here, let me try to put it this way. I got an apple, right? Mm-hmm. You see this apple, right? You see it on this side. It's red, it's juicy, it's plump, it's this, that. On this side, it's moldy. It's ratchet, it's nasty. So when you see it at this angle, baby, it's looking good and I want it, let me have it. But when you see what it's really got going, you don't want that shit no more, Janelle. You understand where I'm coming from now?
I understand, like,
so when I see, like, he's still attractive to me, but no, like, I would be before I see him, I'll be like, ooh, oh, yes. Once I see that, I'm like, ooh, no. Okay. Like, it's a complete mind swap.
Let me try to explain, because I understand where you're coming from. I feel like the mind swap happens because, one, when you take into consideration, if you were to have any type of boundary, like, step over with that dark-skinned dreadhead now that your cousin messing with, it hurts your cousin's feelings. And that's a whole principle that it's like, I would never cross that line because you, like, our friendship, like, think about all the things I invested into you. This man, like, I don't know, like you said, that apple could be rotten on the other end. So why would I cross that line to look at the other end of the apple, and the apple probably don't even care about, like, don't even want to reciprocate no type of energy, and now you done lost what you invested all your time, like all the sleepovers y'all had, all the conversations, like a whole deep friendship, like somebody you could vent to, somebody that understands you. Because like you were saying, you can't talk at everybody. You might not have that friend that's just going to sit there and listen to you. Some people is going to turn back up on you. And then it's going to be a problem. True. And then it's going to be locked up. They won't let us out. And then y'all going to be sitting in jail, like reflecting like, dang, maybe if we would have just not spent the whole week together back to back, you know?
I mean, I don't think it had anything to do with y'all's relationship. I think it had to do with the man stepping in and everybody not really understanding where they're at with everything because...
What are you talking about? Like, whose relationship?
No, you were saying, like, if that was to happen, like, you wasted all the relationships and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if that happens... Somewhere along the line, loyalty wasn't real.
Right. Of course.
So,
on two ends, really against the same person, which is low-key so foul.
And so you have to be aware of your friendships. Because I had a friendship like this, who actually ended up having a baby with the person that I was with. And this is the thing. You gotta know a snake in the grass, regardless of who you are and who you're dealing with. If the person that you love is a snake, understand that they're a snake and understand to put them in the boundaries of where snakes can be. You ain't gotta get them away from you, but if they a snake, you gotta know how to deal with a snake. And at that time, I didn't understand that. I didn't think that was a real thing. I thought that I'm loyal to you, you're loyal to me. Well, everybody knew but me. How the hell everybody know but me? I'm with this man every single day. So I know what type of time it is. Ain't nobody got to tell me nothing because I'm smarter than that. If he's with me every single day,
right,
every single night,
right,
that means you took the time that you had to get him, which was slim to none.
Exactly.
Which means that you knew.
Point blank period.
Which means that you knew what type of time y'all was on.
Exactly.
But even if that's the case, why ain't nobody telling me nothing? You supposed to be my friend. The minute that you found out that me and you messing with the same person, you supposed to be on my line. Hey, look what I found out.
Bruh, like R. Kelly.
Guess who we both talking to? You know what I mean? Oh, no. She finds out. Oh, she don't say nothing. So much to where it comes to a situation that now she got a baby. So eventually I'm going to find out. And at the time, I was fighting like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson, okay? So you can imagine she wasn't comfortable at least even coming up to me. But if I'm true friends with you and you didn't know nothing, you should be able to come to me. But because she knew she couldn't come to me. But that was supposed to be something that I knew from the get-go.
Right.
How the hell I let all that get underneath my nose? I don't find out till she damn near 9 months, and I find out from our other friend. That's why I say you got to watch who you're around, because what you mean everybody know but me? Again, I'm sitting there looking like boo-boo the fool. Boo-boo-boo. And my friend, my so-called friend, you know how she tells me? We sitting down. She tells me, so-and-so is having a baby by so-and-so. I said, I will bust you in your mouth. She said, huh? I've never talked to you about so-and-so. Why are you talking to me about so-and-so? I will hit you dead in your mouth. Like, you having a conversation with me about a man that you, I'm having a conversation with you about a man that you're dealing with. You ain't never told me nothing. I'm talking to you like we done spoke. Oh, so that's right then and there. I knew. Oh, everybody know but me. Everybody knows but me.
What did you just slid in the chair?
Because that's the real pill to swallow. That was the real pill. Because it wasn't just one friend. Like I said, we're talking about this friendship stuff. It wasn't just one friend. It was two friends. These are supposed to be my close friends. So y'all over here having conversations about me. Because, see, I'm smarter than that. I ain't got to be there. When she said the one thing, when she said so-and-so is having a baby by so-and-so, that was everything I needed. I ain't need to hear the conversations. I know they've been had. You over here talking to me like we done had this conversation. So when I told her I was going to bust her in the mouth, she said, no, just, I sit there, and mind you, I'm younger, so I'm more ignorant, you know, and I'm telling her, like, get about my face. I ain't got to hear nothing else, because at that time, I wasn't willing to talk to him. I wasn't willing to talk to her. I wasn't willing to, because I knew what I needed to know. All y'all know, and y'all not telling me why, because obviously I'm not the wrong one. You know what I mean? I was the wrong one, but I wasn't the wrong one.
She already said.
So all of these, I'm like, damn, both of y'all know that he's messing with both of us. And so you talking about this relationship thing, both of them knew that we were messing with the same man. Neither one ever told me nothing until that conversation.
So do you think this is why, like, there be this, like, do you think this is why secret animosity and, like, this competition stigma exists? Because on social media, it's always, like, girls do be secretly competing. Like, I guess I'm in a few races that I ain't even started. Like, I ain't even know I was supposed to been on the blocks. They done already took off, ran, like, 4 laps, came back. I'm like, dang, still on the blocks? Like, no. But it's like, why are you in competition?
But honestly, it's not secret animosity, because at the time, the one I'm talking about, I had a $500 apartment. A $500 apartment. All my other friends had 12. No, listen. That's what I'm saying. They had $1,200, $1,500. I'm talking about rolling nice. I'm talking about I'm just making it back and forth to work. Like, I ain't tripping. I was raised by men. Right. I had a different mindset. I wasn't trying to be. I don't like being in everybody's face. I've always been stared at because I'm beautiful. I ain't got to do too much to get all that attention. So, like, I don't know. Like, when you're dealing with a whole bunch of people and you have a whole bunch of energy, you just have to be very, very careful of who you're giving it to and how you're giving it. Because you are the reflection of yourself at the end of the day. No matter how you feel about all your friends and what they're doing to you, you're allowing it. You're the culprit. You are the one.
Our stands, we love you, but we have to be accountable. We have to take accountability.
If you have a whole bunch of trashy friends, you need to up your standards. You need to get better friends.
Or maybe you just need to just love yourself more a little bit. Maybe you're just allowing all these people to be in your life because you just have things to work out with yourself that for whatever reason, those friends fill it for you. You know? And then when they're not around, you might resent the fact that they're not around to fill it for you, which is a toxic friendship and relationship that you have with someone, which can be your friend. I feel like that's really important to address. But
no, some friends definitely expect like a relationship out of a friendship, and like you were saying, they take it too far. Like my man, and I have definitely had relationships like that. I'm talking about. I have had some of my friends scream at me to the top of their lungs like we were sleeping together. I'm like, yo, whoa, and this is talking to me, not at me, not venting. This is them getting angry at me like, we're really in a relationship. And I'm like, yo, we is not finna keep, like, you can't, but you have to be aware, like, you're a very attractive woman. Some of your friends are not just friends. You see them as a friend, but they don't see you as a friend. See, we think about these men. No, but we think about
circle is. But wait, not even a circle.
We think about these men waiting in the closet to see when we gonna be single. It ain't just men. There's women out there that are your friends because they're waiting for you to give them a chance. That's not just a man thing. That is a woman thing too. So you be in friendships with these women, not realizing, they ready to snatch your coochie like an egg on Easter.
Snatch my coochie.
Ready to snatch my coochie like an egg on Easter.
Wow.
Every one of your
Give me
female
that.
friends is not your female. And it took me a long time to realize this because I'm like, damn, she is screaming at me and treating me like this because she act like she like me because she likes me. And here I am because she's a friend. I'm like, nah, y'all. That's exactly what's happening. She's making the moves. She's doing this. She's doing that. And then, like, if you're not understanding your sexuality or if you're not with that, you're not even comprehending the things that are happening.
Okay, but what if it's happening? But what if what if she gets mad because she feels like, so let's say at some point y'all acknowledging and it's a conversation that's being had. And she goes, oh, I feel like you've been leading me on because you've been feeling like this, and that, but you're just naturally, like, flirtatious. Like,
That's what you gotta watch.
There is boundaries. I don't be flirting with my friends, don't get me wrong, but I just be trying to speak for things that I've heard,
I mean, flirting with your friends, I am a very flirtatious person. Like, I will see a couple, if they're a good-looking couple, I'm like, y'all look good together. Like, I don't mind giving people compliments. I don't mind telling somebody, you see me all the time. I'm like, ooh. Like, so a lot of people take that as flirtatious, and I say flirtatious because that's what people identify, but that's just me. I'm a very rambunctious. I'm a very, I like making people feel good. I like everybody having positivity in the room. I like you know what I mean? So you just got to watch everything.
So what kind of man do you like? What qualities do you feel like your man has to have in order to be able to do with that? Because there's a lot of men that be like, oh, I don't want no friendly. I don't want no, like you said, you've been you your whole life. Like, there's years of things that shaped you to be who you are and act how you do around that person. And when you met him, you was acting like that. So now he's in your life and he's expecting you to do this, and that to change, which he really shouldn't expect to just change you, I guess. But, like, what qualities do you think that he has to have for y'all to accommodate a situation like that?
I will say partner. But my partner has to have the qualities that reflect me. Mm-hmm. So, and I think everybody should pay attention to that. Like I said, I have to have somebody that can take when I am upset and screaming at the top of my lung and can be like my best friend and be like, girl, get that out your chest. Come on, because when we leave, you ain't going to act like that. That's how she act. Like, literally, I'll act the fool. She be like, when we walk out this door, you better fix your face or we going to have a good time. Because, see, you just did everything you needed to do. And she don't, you know what I mean? Like, so I, like, personally, I feel like there's a lot of fish in the sea, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But the megalodon for me, I need a megalodon. I need a strong person. I need somebody that is spiritually enlightened. I need somebody that's financially enlightened. I need somebody that can actually lead me. I need somebody that I can actually listen to be led, which is very, very, very real for me. Cause
she's spin. I don't talk on that no more.
I don't necessarily think that there's, but I realize that in life, the older that I get, I feel like I know more of what I don't want than what I do want. Because I keep learning so many things about myself. Every time I look up, I'm like, oh, girl, you like, hold up. I didn't even know I like this. Like, so I think it's better for me to answer towards, like, what I don't want in somebody because of traumatic experiences and stuff. I know, like, oh, you can't be too heavy. You can't be too aggressive. You can't be too la-la-minded. Like, personally, me, I can't date la-la-minded people. Like, if I gotta help you think through everything,
bro, then
I don't know where we gonna go.
You're my kid, and that makes me mad.
And it's like, no, but that's the thing, though. If I get a person that I really, really like, maybe they could be la-la-minded because I do like that person so much that I am willing to be patient with them.
The problem.
But that's how you know when you really like somebody. Because things that you don't like to do, when you find somebody you like, you won't mind doing it. You ain't find nobody you really like
that
it.
Is a damn lie. That is a damn lie out the ass. Because, no, I'm not going to say that I'm going to compromise and deal with a whole bunch of things or whatever and deal with things that I genuinely can say I don't like just because I like you.
But I think it's the level of what you don't like.
It can be yes, that's true. But if it's enough for me to say I don't like it, like, like, no. Because you're going to not like it. Like, let's say, like, we're talking about a woman and a man relationship. And you're together and planning on being married and together for life. I'm gonna not like the fact that you smack when you eat for the rest of my life. Every time I make food, I gotta hear you smack and be like, bro, he's smacking. And he just over there trying to eat. And I'm like, bro, I'm finna smack him because he keeps, like, he smack every day. That's my pet peeve.
But that's, like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, see, you ain't never been married and you never had a child. And I've never been married, but I've had a child. So I understand from the...
I don't like, baby. No, smacking
my
is
child.
a no-go.
My child does a lot of things I don't like. But
that's
I
your
still,
child.
But that's what I'm saying. When you find somebody that you really like, that you learn to love, you can get over things.
No, but your man is not your child. If God designed to put a man in your life, he's not you.
But
your
he
man
can't be
should
perfect.
not be like your child, though. But he should not be like.
I didn't say like a child.
But there should not be things that you.
You should have to compromise certain things. Yes, you
Yeah,
should. Because like
things.
he or she should have to compromise.
But
There
it's
be
not
an
gonna
equal
be
compromise.
like things that I'm gonna say I don't like. Like, let's just say, for example, for whatever reason, he's in this passion, right? And he got this passion, and right now, because it's small and something you have to commit to, he don't have a lot of money. But he takes all his time and puts it into this passion. I don't like the fact that, you know, we not going up on a Tuesday because he's doing whatever he's doing, but... in the future, like, it might produce results that, like, I'm willing
That's
to
what
compromise
I was just about
for.
to say. What if, like, yeah, maybe 132 weeks, you ain't going up on a Tuesday.
132.
But out of 176 weeks, you going up on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because this man that came through. And that's what I was saying about building relationships. You got to be aware of what you're willing to take and what you're willing to give. If you want to give the world debit, you better be able to give it. And it doesn't matter what relationship you're in. If you want somebody to give, you want $1 million partner, you better be $1 million damn partner.
Okay, look,
so when you get together, you got millions.
SADITTY stamp of approval, y'all. We're hitting them with it. It's been
But whatever
said.
you want, if you want a patient partner, you need to have some damn patience. If you want a rich partner, you need to have some damn money. If you want a fit partner, you need to know how to go to the damn gym. You need to know what you want. You need to be able to produce, because how you gonna be sitting up here asking? I had to realize that as a woman, because I'm like, a man or a woman gonna do this and this and this and this and this and this, and I'm like, damn. Wait a minute. Hold up. What I'm really finna do? Because I'm supposed to be, you know, and then, but I do believe that I'm giving 0 to receive 100, because when I get 100, guess what I get? Hundo, baby. I don't believe in no 50-50. I can't do it. I can't play them kind of games. I can't. I'm supposed to start this relationship thinking it's okay for you to give me half and I'll give you half. Oh, baby, I don't need this relationship. This ain't for me.
What do you mean, though? Because, honestly, it doesn't freaking matter. If 100 and 100 is still half and half.
No. 100 and 100 is 100.
No, 1 and 1 is equal to 100 and 100.
But you're thinking of it like a
50-50.
mathematical. I'm thinking about it in life.
Me too. It applies
Like
the
me,
same
I'm
way.
supposed to be, whether I'm with a man or a woman, most of the time people want children from me. You gonna tell me that I'm able to do things that you can do? Well, not like, let me see how I'm saying this. Like, when it comes down to me, I could do certain things in the relationship that you can't do, vice versa. So it's always 100. But when people come in, like, if I come in thinking that it's okay for me, I'm not going to get in no relationship with anybody thinking that half is okay. You give me 100% of your effort all the time.
And I feel like the reason why we're thinking about it differently, I'm saying, like, yes, you do put in 100% of your effort. But that means the other person should match it with their 100%. And at that point, y'all are still going 50-50.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no,
that's
in
what I'm saying.
relationship.
In the beginning, I give 0. That's what I'm saying. It's 0 to 100.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm being honest.
Now
I don't play no games.
No.
Because when you give me that 100, now I feel comfortable enough to give you my all. But until you give me everything,
shit.
no, that's what I just said. I understand that. But I gotta be honest with myself.
If anything is supposed to go 1%, 2%,
no,
3%,
Hell
or maybe it could be like at 10% and 5%, but it should never be 100 0. If it's 100 0, there's a problem, bro.
No, I know there's a problem, but the real issue is that people keep letting me do this. That's the real issue. People keep letting me get in relationships where this
what the fuck? I'm sorry.
Girl,
y'all just hit a string. I'm sorry. Let me sit down. I gotta sit back down. Somebody said poly life is the answer to all y'all problems. I'll
what's wrong with poly life?
belt to ass right
Belt
now.
to ass.
Belt
Ooh-wee.
to
Let me sit down. Let me
ass.
stay on the
Belt
seat.
to ass,
You ain't gonna bend me
bro.
over nowhere, are you?
You're sick.
I'm sick? Why am I sick?
Bro, I'm sorry. There's like a really traumatic situation that I just went through. If
But because you're traumatized, I'm sick.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, I
Right.
apologize.
Y'all hear that?
I apologize.
The truth
Let me
came
take
out.
that back. I apologize. Y'all, if y'all, Saditty Committee, if you a real stan, you know about Mr. Six Bitches. I've mentioned him a couple times on. Look at her face. Look at her face. She's confused. But she was just talking about.
I mean, I understand.
But now she looking
No,
confused.
but when you say, let me say that, because see, I have no idea about Mr. Six Bitches, okay? But what I do know from just what you said is this man out here doing things that he ain't got no business doing because he ain't being honest with everybody.
What? No, wait. Why do you assume that?
Because why you say six bitches like that? Like he out here doing them bad or something? You made
No,
You
I
had
mean,
like a negative
he's
connotation
like no,
towards him.
like he got all like he's just being honest to all six bitches at once.
Well, you have to be, again, these are real relationships, and you have to, how you gonna want somebody to be completely honest with you, and then when they completely honest with you, you sit there talking about, huh?
I mean, no, doesn't mean that I can't react how I'm reacting. You're honest with me so I can react how I can react. Because think about it. If you're standing and somebody's
What if somebody's being honest with you to be heard?
No, hold on, listen.
Not for a
No,
reaction.
but listen, okay, I'm not, maybe there's that, but you have to be heard, there's a response. So there is going to be a reaction off top. But think about it. If you're standing there and you're going to stab somebody in the back, and you do it without, like, you just go, they're just watching TV and you stab them in the back. And then they're like, boom, they're dead. They're bleeding. You killed them. And now let's say they're standing there, they're watching TV, doing whatever, braiding maybe. And you go and you whisper and you're like, mind you, y'all are friends, cool for a minute. And you're like, hey, I'm finna stab you in your back. And you stab them in their back. It's still the same result. They're still bleeding the same way. They're still dead the same fucking way. You let them know, like, hey, I'm about to do this foul ass shit. It's gonna make you feel this, in this type of way. But I'm gonna let you know first, you know?
But you're also saying that from one point of view, because that's one scenario.
Okay,
You tell somebody you
yes.
stab in the back, somebody die. You tell me you stab me in the back. What you talking about? Like, what you talking about?
Yes,
like, so I might not die in that situation. I might got a stab. I might be broken down. I might be hurt.
Okay, but why do you need to be broken down, hurt, and all that when they should just not be doing what they?
But being
there should be
poly
no
is
stabbing
different.
in the-
That's different. That's.
But
I see what you're saying on that
look,
end.
But look,
but poly
look,
is different.
Certain people take it different ways because I don't think that
Like-
anybody in like most people in my generation for real do not know what like how like the bases and like how to really stand on business with that. They don't understand how to do that.
Well, there's no book to
okay,
poly.
but
It's
still.
each individual relationship and how they feel. Because some people are in
Please
relationships
sit
where the
down
three
over
people
there.
are in a relationship. Some people are in relationships where the three people
Bro.
are with one person, but they're all together, but they don't deal with each other. They deal with this. Like, it's a different level of all of that stuff. And you have to be aware of who you're with, why you're with them, and then that is a level of security that people are not ready for.
Period.
You have to be one secure
Okay, that's what I was talking about.
person
That's what I was talking about.
to be in a polyamorous
That's
or
what I was-
polygamous relationship.
That's what I was talking about.
If you are a jealous or an envious person, don't even try it. You're going to be in the bed talking about, or you're going to be in the bed talking about,
and I'm that,
Like,
and I'm that, and I'm all that.
don't, and then,
I can never.
but, don't never say never.
No,
Because
baby,
at one point in
never.
time,
Take that and throw
one
that
point
in the
time,
trash.
Oh, I would have never.
Throw that in the trash.
But now it depends on.
I'm throwing tomatoes.
But it also is not because I want a polyamorous relationship. I am also at the level in my life to where depending on if it's hurting somebody, obviously not, but depending on what my person of preference wants as a partner, I am open to that. Because if I'm trying to be with you for the rest of your life and you're not able to be open to me about your deep dark secrets and your wants, and I'm not able to even put a thought to it, why the hell would you want to go through life with me?
Exactly.
You wouldn't. Like, you have to be open to it. Now, you ain't got to do it, but you got to be open to real honesty if you want real relationships. And a lot of people ain't got real relationships, and that's why they're okay with the relationships they have. And when they get a real relationship, oh, hell no, they don't know what to do with that. Ooh, they don't know what to do with that. That's too much.
Exactly.
What, you telling me the truth?
Oh,
What, you care about me?
Exactly.
You want me to do better?
Exactly.
So
and then they
it's
fumble
different.
it. And they fumble it, and honestly, I'm sad for y'all. Like, if you've ever fumbled a bag because of your trauma, because honestly, I feel like that's what it boils down to. Like, I could never,
Fumbling
just
a
don't,
bag?
No.
Oh.
Fumbling like like, it comes.
A person?
Yes.
Or, like,
I think
relationship?
that
I feel
people
you.
that don't take, like, because I don't judge, so polygamy, cool. If that's you, like, cool. Sounds good. That's not me. But, like you said, they gotta be real, like, there's...
there has to be a real understanding for that kind of stuff. And if there's not, it's a complete mess.
And the thing is, there be people out here that are not ready for that and are not at that state, but they use all the reasons that the people that are in that state are to deal with multiple people. And then they're just causing more trauma, because in some respects, some of those people don't even want to be polygamous. They just have trauma that makes them not want to commit. So then when they get that bag, when they're exposed to someone who provides them with, like, oh, you care about me, like, you know, all that stuff, they fumble it because they're like, damn, like, I don't know if I trust this. I don't know if I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is bad. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if and then it's fumbled.
But I was just about to say what you said about the polygamy.
Right. Like some people don't even know if they want that for real, and it's just their trauma.
That's the difference when you need to walk into something and when you need to walk away. I would be polygamous because I love my partner that much that I am willing to give that to them because that is what they want. I am not being polygamous because I'm being selfish because I want that person to stay with me. So now I'm kind of doing what they want, but I'm starting all these issues and these problems because I'm being selfish. I'm not doing this because I love them. I'm doing this because I love them so much that I need them to be with me. So I'm really loving me because I'm not doing what's best for them. I'm not giving them a healthy polygamous relationship. Like, and it doesn't matter if it's a polygamous relationship, if it's a monogamous relationship. If it's not healthy, it's not healthy.
So what happens when, like, y'all done already exposed each other? Like, you know, the whole basis and timeline of when this conversation was supposed to be had is thrown off. So now y'all are in this mix where the feelings are already there, but it's like, okay, so like what do we do? Because you gotta
be a real we're still on the
so like, let's say you put out there to them that you don't, or like you're willing to let them go and let them be because it would not be healthy for you to still engage in this relationship, a polygamy, whatever the fuck relationship with them, and they don't really want to let you go either. So they keep, like, you know, putting their energy back on. See, and that's the thing. You got to let that type of shit go. Because it's just not meant. It's just not meant.
But, I mean, until you're ready to let it go, you ain't going to let it go. And that's why those relationships are kind of the best relationships to learn from, because you just keep learning the hardest damn lessons because you just can't let it go. So when you're actually ready to let it go, you're done. Oh, you're so done. You're past done. You're like, you know what? I give up, and I don't even care if I win. I'm gone.
Amen.
Like, and when you're at that stage, you didn't even have to get there. Like, you could have let this person show you who they were and show you that this didn't work and when it wasn't working in the beginning. And that's one thing that I definitely struggle with in my relationships, because a lot of people get mad at me because if I feel, like you said, if there are certain times where I'm like, okay, this is too much and I can't do this. Once I'm there, I seriously tell people, like, yo, you got to find somebody else. I ain't the one. And people don't know how to take that. People look at me and they're like, oh, no, she's everything I want. She's this, and she's that, and she's this. Like, I can handle this. No, but I can't handle you. So you got to find somebody else. You got to keep pushing, partner.
Right.
You got to keep pushing. I can't do this. And a lot of people can't take that. A lot of people are like, what do you mean you don't? Like, I'll do whatever. Like, you can just call me whenever I don't want to call you. I don't want you no more. I don't want you no more. You know what I mean? Like, and these relationships, like to get back on the subject of relationships and how everything works, like, you have to be in a frame mind of a healthy relationship from the beginning. So when you're letting all these things happen, like, you're getting mad that they keep happening, but you keep letting them happen. I don't think you need to have issue with your partner. I don't. I think you need to have an issue with you. Because at the end of the day, why are you not guarding your heart? Your partner doesn't know what's in your mind all the time.
Right.
You do.
No.
So for you to keep
And you
betraying
gotta deal with it.
yourself,
Exactly.
for you to keep betraying yourself and get mad at your
and
partner
over
for betraying you,
and
you
over.
wild.
And that's the
You're wild.
And the thing, and it was wild. I used to be like, dang, I feel crazy. The thing is,
But you gotta be wild to learn how to be calm.
But that's why I was able to like learn how to maneuver and what boundaries I had to put around the relationship. Because like I said, even though what happened, I'm still a growing person, and
You're
I'm
a better
still
person.
Exactly, and I did learn a lesson from that. And I feel like with every single relationship and with every single person that you come across, you learn a lesson, whether it be your friends, your family, like I said, your dog, your kids, your man, your mom, your dad. Like, it's a different relationship, and it makes you, and it makes them, and we make each other a society. We make each other a community. Like, we build each other up and make a whole collective energy that, carries the world. So I feel like people need to be very intentional about what they're doing in relationships, how it's making other people feel. And with that being said, y'all, because that was an amazing conversation, I want to go off that note of making people feel good. Make sure you go make somebody feel good right now. You go celebrate somebody. Go celebrate somebody's life. Go have a Saditty celebration. And right now, we're about to have a Saditty celebration because I appreciate you, Miss Eva Lee.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
No,
Stop it. Stop it.
I just want to say, like, ever since, we spent a brief amount of time together in school, but every single time that I was around you, I can say that I learned something from you. You had something positive to say. You had a quote. And even when I would come into school with my little attitude, like, damn, bro, like, I'm here again, bro. My hair ain't combed. I barely woke up this morning, and you hear Miss Eva Lee talk about, I got a quote. I got a quote, Miss Kim. And I'm like, okay, here she go. She got a quote for the 7th day in a row. And then I listened to your quote, and I'm like, oh, that was facts. And, like, it made me, like, regardless of if I wanted to or not, it gave me the opportunity to choose positivity and to get on a positive note for the day. Like, okay, she said, let's go grind, let's go do whatever. Whatever the quote was, you always give that opportunity for positivity. We need more people like you. So I want to celebrate more sisters like you. I feel like.
Thank you. I want to celebrate people like you because you are receiving, which is a very, very big part of communication. Because I do remember days where it's 9 a.m. You have attitude. I literally hit the corner like, what is going on? And you literally would just bust out laughing like, you're right. It's really 9 a.m. So you were receiving. You allowed me to uplift you. You gave me, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about me. You're allowing me to do that. You know how many people that I attempt to do that with, and they just block it. So I adore you for that. Because and then you matched it. Yes. You didn't just receive it. You be like, okay, girl, you know what? You're right. Let's go ahead and get this day started. We're going to conquer this day. This day ain't going to conquer us. You know what I mean? Like, we need more people like you as well. Because people like us, literally, the whole entire floor is having a ball because of us. Not because of them. Because 2 people. So I definitely want to say thank you for all of that. And then, bringing me on here. This is my first time ever doing something like this. I was nervous as hell, but you make me, it's so comfortable. It's great. It was the Liddy.
Recommended 10 out of 10.
Committe. Okay. Don't play with it.
All sitting pretty. Okay, real quick, before we wrap it up, make sure y'all go follow my socials at Saditty J, SADITTY Make sure y'all follow that. That's on YouTube. That's on Instagram. And my Snapchat, I be forgetting because, it's difficult. Saditty Bitty J, SADITTY Bitty J. Because we all sitting pretty. It's the Saditty community. And I had something for y'all. Make sure y'all come get on the... Ooh. Don't mind me. Yeah. Make sure y'all come get on the show. I have something really, 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 it's a little...
you better stop it!
I hope your day or your night is full of, I think it says sunshine, rainbows.
Am I supposed to open it now?
You don't have to. It's up to you. Because that will make me uncomfortable. Because I gotta, But...
No, I already see one thing that I like. It's lilac. Lilac's my favorite color.
And
follow me on Snapchat at TheFuckingFire. ThePhuckin. F-I-R-E. I know y'all thought I said that, but you know, PH. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Wait, isn't this still? Cause it's the
No, it is. It's just it's a
Okay.
play.
All right.
Like you can actually say it like if you needed to because it's PH. You know, I mean
don't
they
think
might
it
still
works like
block it
that.
out, but.
Imagine your kids say effing, and they be like, I'm saying it with a PH.
Well, luckily
mommy.
my son is young enough right
I'm
now.
saying
He's
it with
not
a
on any
PH,
social
mommy.
media.
Like, no.
Oh, my son's definitely gonna be that child. Mommy, I said it with PH.
Anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Make sure to keep tuning into the SADITTY Scene. This is season 8 on the best black media network in the nation. Season 8. And this is episode 2, and I think it was an amazing episode.
I had a great time. Thank you again for inviting me. This was amazing.
Of course. Okay, so yeah, we out. Make sure y'all keep sitting SADITTY and pretty, humble, and highly favored, and high
Highly favored,
class,
highly
and it's the SADITTY Committee. Yeah,
Thank you.
of course.